Welcome back to Hip Hop E, or welcome to Hip Hop E. My name is DJ Nadia and I'll be your host. But before we continue with this video, please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Let's get to it. Okay, so can you please introduce yourself?
Wow, thank you first and foremost for having me here. It's an honor. I flew down, I took a plane to here. Took a whole plane. I'm JONAS McCARTHY. Where do we start? I'm 29 years old. I'm from, born in Nova Park, raised in Mitchell's Plain. I think I just love life. I love people. I love helping, assisting, serving my community. Very vital in the community. That's a bit about me, though.
Welcome to
Thank you.
Okay, so tell me, what is it that you do?
There's a lot that I do. Do we have time?
I couldn't keep up. That's what I'm asking.
Do we have time? Jesus, So I am, number one, motivational speaking.
Okay.
I am the founder and CEO of my own MPO. I've got 2 companies that I do. Singer, contemporary dancer, actor, poet, TV presenting. I have 2 shows coming out.
Yes.
What is this still that I do? MCing, radio presenting, what is this? Meets and greets, social events, all of that. But I think one of the key for me is just being in the community. I'm being a facilitator, assessor, all of these things, but my heartbeat will always be just the next door brother in the community, or just being there. But there's so much that I do. We don't have time for the whole day.
So what are the 2 shows that you just spoke of now?
Okay, so the one is called Moments with JONAS McCARTHY and Belinda. I got a co-host for that show, right? Okay. And that is basically a show where you're gonna come on that show, right? You're gonna be a guest. Definitely, we need this vibe, honey. You're gonna be shutting it down. But that's a show where basically the idea came from. I wasn't too comfortable at first with the whole podcast. I love this whole, one-on-one interviews. But I think when I said to the producer, this is the name of the show, Moments, and I understood that, taking time to pray and all these things and thinking, okay, because I don't do anything that I don't feel. So we all need a moment in life. Yeah. And that is what I wanted to create with that show, is to have people just gonna look at the show, just get a moment. You're gonna be on it, like I said, and I just want people to understand that we deal with life and we have real topics, and that is Moments. And then the second show was basically the JONAS McCARTHY show, which is personally just me. I'm not limited. Where I'm doing this, sit down and have the liberation to interview and things like that. So those are 2 shows about. But basically, what I really want from the shows is what I'm sure you see this. Every day people are going through so much stuff, right? And so whether I'm creating a platform, whether we're gonna laugh, whether you're learning something, whether you're taking something, whether you get help, whether we're gonna cry together, and that is what I want, And especially in our community, as in Mitchell's Plain, there needed to be a station. There needed to be something that young people can look up to. And I love the fact that you're doing this because you represent a certain denomination. But yeah, so those are the 2 shows right now.
Nice. And how did you first get into? Where did it all start for you?
Well, it started in church, like we all start, somewhere singing in church. I was 8 years old when I first I was really shy as a child. I didn't like singing up front. I was fine in the worship, and as you know, when you were raised in church and they identify certain gifts in you, you don't have a choice. In my household, my parents, because they were very involved in church, and when they heard the child could sing or whatever, and then doing my first solo in church, and I think people might not like this. They're not gonna like this because I'm used to singing in the choir or in the worship team or things like that. That's how it started for me, and then for me, singing everywhere. I remember a missionary group from America came and, you know, gave me the first opportunity to sing with them. And that was my first international thing to see, like, oh my gosh, you could actually do this. But then I knew that God had given me something really, really special, because I don't have a loud voice. I don't have an angelic voice, but I knew that God had blessed it in some sort of way that when I opened my eyes, being 8, and seeing that like everyone is crying, and I knew that I really had something special. Like, you know, there was something really special about it. Not about me per se, but that God gave me something I was going to use, and that's how it got started, up until I had to do all the other things. And then you realize, oh wow, you could do TV presenting. You could then do contemporary dance, and because I was very creative as a child, I always tried everything. I would go to auditions, and I remember even when I did CTV, Ellen Pack's story came out. I'm not sure if you heard of Ellen Pack, is the lady. And when I was on CTV that year, that showed, and I had that and I interviewed, and that show came out the highest on the viewers.
Wow.
And for me, that was such a thing, because at that time we were dealing with young people that was on drugs and the social workers and counselors, and then I realized that I was home. Besides doing all the emceeing, you know, the acting and things, and I always say that to young people: try everything, because you never know which door is gonna open up for you. Yeah,
that's nice. So how do you balance and maintain everything that you do?
We don't sleep, honey. We never do what to do. No, really.
I need some advice, like.
Yeah, but you're just so busy.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you, like, how do you manage, how do you balance everything?
Earlier I saw you were drinking like an energy drink.
I always drink.
I was like, my heart called and you both take energy drinks, like, period. But I think, for me, the balance is, and I always go, look, like I said to you earlier, and I'm always going to be real about it, is that I'm on every Sunday in church.
Okay.
But the balance is being rooted in knowing, like, my faith is my everything. You know, God is my everything. There are moments where it's overwhelming, you know, because of everything, like you saw earlier, how busy. But for me, being faith and taking time out, you know, knowing that what is your priorities. You might, for example, have a partner, or, you know, knowing that, okay, you've got to, like, make time for everything. And before, because, and now even with my schedule really being hectic, you've got to, I've learned that I have to pause, because your body will send you signs. So you need to quit or break down, or you're going to end up in hospital.
Like, so what happened to me?
What happened to you? And the thing is, when you have a busy schedule, it's important to honor yourself first. It's important to make sure that your cup is full. But even people do meditation, people do walks. I love shutting down, and I am in gospel, and I'm really just in even the Word of God, or I'm making sure I'm reading something that fills my cup. Also important, because I'm a socialite, honey. Like, you know, when we get down, we get down. It's important that away from, because we can get so into doing this, you know, that we can get so into that space, and it's important that you connect with people. Go to a coffee date with someone, because then you become this. And I never wanted to be that I become what I do. I wanted to still have that aspect, and so I spend time with a lot of my friends, and I love to laugh, I love to joke around, you know. That gives me that balance, because when you don't have it and you go, you are going to break, because then you are not in society anymore, and then it becomes your world, and that's when you're going to wake up in the middle of the night thinking about scripting and writing and you DJing and all of these things. So you gotta make sure, and that's for me, knowing what is priority first, and putting what is priority first for yourself, and then taking time out, and then making sure that everything around me is still normal. As much as I look at you and I say to you earlier, like, you are this big thing for me, but making sure that your world is normal, and that is very important, because we can get, like, really swayed away with this. And I've seen it before with myself, where, oh my gosh, I'm getting a bit big, let's come down now, and let's be around normal people. So that's how I balance life out.
But, like, don't you feel like there is no, okay, I'm not saying this to make anyone feel some type of way, but even like the relationships, like, is your partner easy also in the industry?
No, for me, it's very important to, you know, when you are seeing someone, that you, because number one, you know, you don't want to this can get too much, and I'm so grateful that I have someone though that is really not interested in what I do. You know, not interested because in terms of it's not to press about you. It's more of the fact of you do you. You know, but the support is there, the encouragement is there. You can do better is there, but it's not pressed on you do you. Always encourages me, but it's not enthroned by all that I do. Could less, and I love that because if you review, I mean, in the past when I was dating people, was insecure, was felt intimidated.
Yes,
by you being in the limelight of you being upfront.
Yeah, but like even people with like that's not in the industry, music or entertainment. So I feel like they feel way more than people that's in the industry or and the music industry. But what I'm trying to say is like for me, like I don't think I will be able to date anyone outside
of the industry.
No, I have obviously, but for me it's not. It's like there's not going to be any common interest or that type of thing.
But you see that's the thing is though. I understand the whole commonality, but I think for me it's very like I love the fact that I have someone that does their own thing, that is not so, you know, because at the end of the day I can come home or I can speak about anything because now you and this person is in the same industry and you're doing the same thing and you're going to see a lot of frictions, and that is amazing. Is that why I say is that, you know, my partner don't care really, because he doesn't really care what I do and that's where it comes with the competition, because you're in the same industry. You're getting the attention and you're getting all of this, and so I don't know. I just feel for me, and I am happy, and because before when I dated, and very intimidation because we're in the same field of expertise, very intimidated, you know, and it's good to have someone that is no one knows about, because let me just say, they can say your partner has done this or that or I heard it all. So and I love the fact that even after that I've never posted, you know, or post my relationship, and no one knows. Yes, people know that, but you know, but no one knows about that, and that's what I love. Because my partner's doing their own thing, you know, and this is what I love, and not to say that there's no interest in what I do, but also understands that I'm called to do this. It's just not our way, and that is very important when you find, when you go into relationships. It's important that you have someone that understands your purpose, that understands your vision, that gets you, because you're gonna clash if they don't, you know. Never hindered me from anything that I've done, never hold me back from things that I've done, and I wouldn't do the same. And so I just think like I think everyone's different, but I think for me, yes, it's nice dating someone that is in the same industry as yourself, but I've done it, you know, for me, you know, because we're always clashing or at the same events, or you know, but getting sick, when you have that piece of just that home-based type of feel, you know, you come home to and you're like, it was okay, then that's okay for me. But I think because, and also, you know, the fact that our lives are so in the public eye, you understand, people's always watching, and I'm sure you can relate with watching what you're doing, and who you work with, whatever. So imagine you're dating someone in the industry. That's double, that's too much stress for me. I can't, I give up. I love where I'm at now, the peace, and also very secured in themselves. That is the beautiful thing about it, because like I said before, that relationship kind of ruined me, and it was it's draining because you have to explain yourself all the time to your partner, like they don't get it. Then it's important that you find someone that understands your purpose in the industry. And so many times I would tell my partner, for example, you know, I'm doing this, that, and the attention's on me. And that's the first thing I'm in the relationship. I always ask, how would you deal with someone who's upfront? Because remember, we socialize with people. We have to be at events, you know. And Jonas is come in, but the security of that's the best call. That's all I can say. That's the best, man. That's the best, because if your partner don't get you, it's gonna ruin you.
I agree. Okay, so where are you originally? I think you mentioned just playing.
Born in Nova Park and raised in the United Kingdom of Mitchell's Plain, Greenville to be exact. Because when I said to someone the other day, Oh, how you can tell us? And the corrected means table view.
Oh, okay.
So it's not saying East Ridge, it's just saying from Greenville.
Okay, so it means to upgrade.
Girl, let me tell you. You can say Portiville. I'm like, child, honey. Like, when do the names change? We're not going to be there.
So tell me, what projects are you busy with at this moment?
Woo! There's so many projects. We were busy with training with peace officer, like I said to you, the nail and beauty that has happened now, and then the web design. But then I'm also in with a help test that we also launched. We're doing official launch. The help test is practically where young people come to that doesn't have, and it's in collaboration with the award, sub-council award, and that's in Ward 116. So that is basically the help test is for people that CV writings, that don't know where to go to for assistance, that comes there for the job seekers to see. So we kind of there to assist them in that aspects. I'm also, because of my MPO that I do career expose. So we just did last month for Tafelsig High School. We did an expo for them. I'm doing one for Eastville Primary School. So career expose is one of the big aims of the MPO, and I do training and development, mentorship programming, and then there is recruitment and training. So those are some of the things that I am busy into now. And yeah, it's wonderful. And yeah, it's a lot, girl. It's a lot. But I love it. And you always say you need to have a passion for people.
Yeah, you need to.
I will never feel that way.
What is the name of your MPO?
Dream Again Career Projects. And what I'm trying to do in our community is allow people to dream again, young and old. We need to. We lost dreams here.
Yeah. Most definitely. How would you describe your style?
When you look at you, we can identify you. My style. I don't even think that I have style. I just dress what I like, I love bold looks. Very classy, because my mom used to say, so just make sure that you're classy, I think when you dress up, when you have the same colors on, you have black hair, white, you have green, or whatever, so that would be myself. But I think for me it's very, very cute, very classy. I'm very bold in certain things that I do. A lot of people looked at me and said fashion-y. I don't know about that. I think I'm very bold in certain things, but very, very classy as well, because that's the look that because remember, as an artist, people identify you. It was like, girl with a E, you know what I'm saying? Sorry. So for me, it's just like, yeah, that's how I remain, very classy, very chilled, yeah.
Nice. What is the hardest thing for you to do what you do?
What is the hardest thing? Ooh. That's a broad question, honey. Like, you gave it some thought. The hardest thing for me to do, is probably denying someone an opportunity. You want to help everybody, and break sure that you can't. That's the hardest thing. You want to make sure everyone get an opportunity. That I have to do is to deny someone an opportunity.
And how often does it happen? Like,
we want to help. We want to give everyone jobs. Not everyone's going to get jobs. Not everyone's going to get in, and that's sad. You can, as much as you can help and train someone, but the reality is not everyone that's applying for a position is going to get the position. That's going to get the bursary opportunity. And so having to tell someone like no, and it's happened so many times, that you have to, but that is without your control. You can't control that. But this is what counseling goes with that. Because they don't always get it, and then hope is like deferred and people feeling low. So there's many times that I'm very end up counting on the phone, but it's fine, man, try it the next time.
And what is your creative process like? Like,
Charles, you are drilling me today. You doing really thought that is good.
Like in terms of music, acting, that type of thing.
A lot of one thing I'm so blessed with, really, I'm lucky when we speak about creativity, is that I don't know, like it just comes to me. There has been songs that I've written. I would wash up and I could hear a melody. And that's when you know when that you're really into either music or I would get a lyric. The tree or maybe a sound of a tree and it'll inspire me. I'd sit, I would hum, or I'd wake up in the middle of the night and I have to take my phone and record because this.
Have you made some music?
Last year, I recorded. Last year with producer Damien Roman. He was from Crybaby, I'm not sure if you know Damien Roman. So I did with him, last year. But I must still complete what we were supposed to agree on. And I stopped because I had other obligations and things. But yeah, people's waiting for that music.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what do you hope people take away from your music?
Every song that is what it's created has a message, and it's my personal journey. Every song, it's like a personal journey. So when you get to listen to the music, I want people to understand that you're gonna live in every song. Mm-hmm. There's gonna be songs that make you extremely happy, and these songs that's gonna take you on this journey. And I think I don't want to give too much away up until it's sealed, but it's really very unique. I don't think that it has, because when you do an album or there's a sequence to an album, mm-hmm. so you know what to expect. But the album is positioned in such a way, really, Nadia, that every song is positioned to cater to every mood at that moment, whatever you're feeling. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. And so that is what I want. I can't say. But my biggest prayer is that people get hope again. You listen to the music. You have to find a good. That's my whole life.
Yeah.
Everything I do is to, whether it's to make someone smile, whether it's just to make you laugh. It's to really. That's my message of hope out there, because we need it. Hope is needed every day, honestly. And so the album is a bit of both, a bit of a lot of stuff. You're gonna hear gospel in there, you might find inspiration in there, you find jazz in there, because I'm not limited like that. And I want to have everything in one.
You don't commit to just one genre.
No, and I've never done it over there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So where can people find your music and the content?
So, that is what I'm saying, that's a waste of space. Because I'm not active on social media, but I think on Facebook you can go on my Facebook public page, and I'm not on TikTok as often as I should, but they can follow me there. Instagram is down now. I'm really bad with social media, like I really am bad. I'm not paying to it, but I'm very active on Facebook. And then from there you will see that when the songs are going to come out. And I think the one song is called "This Is Your Time for Love." And that song is, like I said to you, the issues that I dealt with, self-acceptance, all these things. That song is, that's going to be out the single that's going to gear my sound up. Because people haven't heard, I recorded, Mango Grooves being the backup singers. What is this, Neil Magazine, Siendaland, and he had an African Dream Theatre production was a part of, and I was in studio with Dumasani, the gospel group, and then with different artists and things like that over the years. But now that's a little scary, because now it's like your sound, you don't have any backup. So I just hope that you couldn't fruit it copy. And David's like, David's a perfectionist, that is the one. And I said to David in studio last year, you're the only person that I trust really that will execute what I'm trying to put out there. And he's amazing. I love his work. Like, he just gets my vision, he understands my sound. Because I've been to many producers and they just don't get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't get you.
Okay, lovely. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else that you would like to share with the viewers?
What is it? I don't know what do I want me to share?
Like, what can we look out for?
Okay. Well, the talk shows are coming out now in the next 2 weeks. That's just how we can go over to the shows, because they definitely see you on the shows, you know what I'm saying? And I myself find a better way to like top this now. Pleasure. Because like, you've done the thing, girl. Like, this is professionalism at the best, because you really did the thing. and I was going, what is your creative process in there so that I can steal and take home? But yeah, so the shows are coming out. There is the 2 shows that I'm going to be having now. I've got a lot of radio. I've got a piece like this is I'm doing now. I've got to be in Paul, like I said to you. I'm going to be on Anwar from the Good Kitchen Show. Anwar Adams. There is, who's there? There was another. There was a few shows that I'm supposed to be on. But I think if you follow me on Facebook, you can see everything. And yeah, there's so much happening. I just posted on Facebook, and that's going to be the best bet for people to look at. And what I can say is my message when you're leaving, I always say this, I don't want to live a life, I want to live a legacy. You know, I don't want to live a life, I want to live a, not even leave a legacy, I want to live the legacy. So that whatever I meant to Nadia, I meant to Nadia. Whatever I meant to Josh, I was to Josh, because people have encountered me differently. You know, I was in different spaces. I want people to know, like, really, I'm very vital on dreams. Because, you know, I want our young people to really believe that it is possible. Yes, it's going to, you know, it's a hard work. I mean, for you to sit in the studio to do this, you did the research, you did your work, and you made this a reality. You didn't wait for it to come to you, you know? And I want to celebrate you for all that you're doing. You are doing an amazing job in your own way. You really are. You know, you're such a force, and like what I love really about what you do is your consistency. And I've seen it on your statuses, you know, being the only female amongst those guys, you know, really amazing.
It's not easy.
I know. You know, and that is it. We can continue to celebrate each other, celebrate each other, because I'm not intimidated by what Nadia does, so I'm jealous about it. But celebrate her, you know, and all that you're doing. And so well done to you.
Thank you, Jonas.
Well done to you. I'm gonna end up with this. Like I said, I was nominated now for 3 categories.
Congratulations.
And when I got the call, you know, I thought it was a joke. Like someone was trying to prank me like 30 hours of the morning. Like, who does that, man? You know, you just wake up and my voice is like, hello. And I'm like, jeez, my voice break. Anyway, when I got the news, you know, I was very like, I was excited, but I was humbled because I don't do what I do for awards, all of that stuff. But I've been long in the industry and I've worked hard. And it's important that you're your brand, you're everything, what you represent when you walk out there is who you are. You gotta love your brand, basically. And that is what I can say for myself. But thank you for having me there. I appreciate that you paid for my accommodation, so now you can have to pay for my Uber to go to the hotel. You know, ciao, because with questions like this, you might as well pay for my bar tab right now. Because you should have prepared me. Like, you would have recognized her.
It was so fun having you on the show, honestly.
Thank you.
I haven't done the interviews for quite a while. I think it's like 2 months or so.
Wow.
Yeah, with everything else that's been going on, so.
Yeah.
Not that I'm complaining.
Yes.
Not complaining. Yeah, so. But yeah, we do the utmost.
Absolutely, darling, and you did the most, honey. Like in 2 months, you come back with a comeback and wah, in your face, like, creative process. And I'm like, we done and we're not too old now to be thinking about creative process. Go like, I don't have time for that. I don't have time when I get out of bed to think. I'm like, Monday. So thank you so much.
Until next time, guys.